CPH. We just got done with warm-ups. So we're hoping for a good game today. We're excited to get to play on the big ice. And like I said, hopefully we have a good game, and thanks for joining us. Sorry guys, like I said, this streaming service is kind of finicky, so hopefully we'll be good for the rest of the time. Sorry about that. Alright, here we go. Puck drop. Goalies are ready. We've got Max starting in the net today. Alright, we're down in CPH's zone. All right, Elijah's over there. Elijah takes a shot. Goalie blocks it off his pads. All right, we're working hard to keep it in. CPH is trying to get it out. Using the boards, trying to chip it out. Oh, CPH gets it. They're moving through the neutral zone into our zone. Take a shot, it goes wide. CPH takes a shot, Max catches it. Great job, Max. He's back out into CPH's zone. All right, CPH moving it through to the neutral zone. Takes a shot. Oh, goes wide, hits the boards. All right, we're still battling in our zone. Working hard, trying to get that out. All right, we're back in the neutral zone, back in CPH's zone. All right, there's Easton with it. Passes over to Jackson. CPH recovers, move it in back into our zone. Aiden knocks that away. Good job, Aiden. All right. So, icing, I do believe. So now we're going to face off down here in CPH's zone. All right, we got KM at center. Then I'm trying to see who else is out there. We got Jeremy out there. Aiden and Wesley on defense. Jeremy tried to knock that away. All right, good job. Battling in the neutral zone, makes it into our zone. Aiden passes over to, can't see who that is, to Ben, number 8. Good job, Wesley. Battling in the neutral zone. All right, back in the neutral zone, Jeremy with it, moving it up, nice. Back into CPH's zone, they're gonna take it behind their net. Cam's gonna come up. All right, CPH has possession, moving through the neutral zone. Come around. They're in our zone. All right, Elijah has the puck, moving it up, nice. Takes a shot, and it goes in, bar down. Good job, Elijah. Nice. All right, that puts your Rage up 1-0, 11:43 left in the first period. All right, we have Elijah out there on the wings. Mikey taking the face off. Can't see who our other forward is. Sorry, guys. Artie's our other forward. All right, we're in the neutral zone. Battling. Thomas is there, trying to keep it in. Good job, Thomas. In CPH's zone, looking to move it out. Elijah again takes a shot. Oh, bounces off the goalie, goes out of play. All right, same lineup. All right, behind CPH's net, they knock it around to the other side. All right, Elijah's there, recovers, passes over to Artie. Up against the boards. So now Addison's there. Oh, Addison takes a shot, bounces off a CPH player. She's got it in the neutral zone. She's going to pass over to Easton. That was a good pass. Easton's going to knock it up. CPH back into the neutral zone. Moving through. We force them wide. Takes a shot, and it goes in. That's all right, Matt. Shake it off, bud. All right, so that puts your score tied 1-1, 10:28 left in the first. All right. All right, down into our zone. Behind the net, Wesley's there. Jackson. All right, in the neutral zone. CPH is going to take possession. Pops it back into our zone. Aiden. Is that Aiden? I can't see. There's Jackson with it now. CPH gets possession back in the neutral zone. They're in our zone now. All right, CPH with it. Oh, they tried to set something up, but it didn't quite make it. That worked out for us. All right, now they're back down in our zone. That's going to be an icing on us. All right, so we're going to face off down here in our zone. All right, so takes a shot. Max blocks it, covers it. Good job, Max. Another face off. All right. Oh, get tripped up, trying to get it out. CPH trying to keep it in. Tyler's out there on defense, I think, with Thomas. Oh, we're battling up against the boards. It gets knocked loose over to the other side. CPH is there. Knocks it around the corner. Thomas is going to try to be there. Cam over the boards. It's going to roll into CPH's zone. That's going to be no ice. Now we're down here in CPH's zone. In the neutral zone, going back and forth. All right, around behind CPH's net. All right, CPH with possession back in the neutral zone. Pass to Ben. Ben's going to intercept that. And it gets taken away. Too much pressure. Oh, we got a breakaway. We got a breakaway. Come on, Max. Oh, and they get another one in. That's all right. All right. That puts your score 2-1. CPH. 8-10 left in the first. All right, we got Mikey, Artie. Can't see who's on that far side. I think Jeremy is also out there. Easton and Thomas on defense. All right, we're battling in our zone. We need to try to clear that puck. We're up against the boards in the neutral zone. Battling. Trying to keep it, move it up. We get into CPH's zone. CPH recovers possession. Easton's going to break that up. I think that's going to be a call, though, on Easton. Yeah, I think that was a hooking call. So that's going to put us on a penalty kill for 1.5 minutes. All right, we're in our zone. We're a player down. We got Easton in the box. All right, good job, Max. All right, up into the neutral zone. Elijah's skating up. Mikey's out there. Artie's out there. Wesley, good job. Going to go around behind our net. CPH is there. Wesley, no, it's not Wesley. Mikey. All right, Max freezes it. Good job, Max. All right, we're going to switch some players out. We got Declan, Colton, and Jackson going out. All right, Max makes a good catch. Good job, Max. All right, face off on the other side down there. All right, Jackson with it, I believe. Trying to move it up. CPH gets it back. Back into the neutral zone. CPH with it. Trying to pass. We're breaking that up. Good defense. Jack. Okay. Goes back into the corner. Oh, we're up against the boards. Good job, Max. Max makes another good stop. Good job, bud. All right, we're going to switch out again. We got Jeremy going out. I think Cam, Thomas. Can't tell who else is out there right this moment. We're back in the corner. Cam's there battling. Oh, they took a shot. It went wide. Jeremy's there. A lot of pressure, though. Cam. Offsides. Thomas and Tyler out there on defense. We have, I think, Jeremy, Cam, and Ben out there as forwards. All right, we're moving it up through the neutral zone. CPH is there. They recover that. All right, took a shot. It went wide. Good stop, Max. Good job, bud. All right, Jeremy's there. The boards. Good job, Max. Deflects that. Thomas trying to move that around. CPH is there, keeping it in. Trying to move it up, move it up. Thomas is there, Mikey's there going after it. CPH in the neutral zone. There's Artie. He needs help, he needs help, he needs help. Artie's there by himself. He's got a lot of pressure, and CPH goalie freezes it.
How'd it go?
Okay, how are you? Good.
Oh, really?
All right, we have Mikey at center, Elijah, and I can't see who the other forward is, but we've got Easton and Addison out there on defense. All right, Addison rips that one in, bounces off CPH player. There's Elijah. Elijah takes a shot. There's nobody there on the other side. Mikey's there, Elijah's there, kind of up in the corner. Mikey, tried to do a pass, it got deflected. Oh, bounce off the goalie. That was a good try. Let's do that again. To Addison. Addison to Elijah. Very good. Good passing going on. CPH recovers. All right, Easton's trying to get back. Good job breaking that up. We're back in our zone. All right, we're going to skate. Artie, good job. Colton's out there. Good job, Colton. Declan's out there. Wesley. That was an offside, so. And Aiden. Aiden's our other defenseman out there right now. All right. Wesley's going to knock that up back into the neutral zone. Colton's skating there to it. Going back and forth on the blue line. To the neutral zone, goes into CPH's zone. There's no ice. Tried to make a pass. It went to a CPH player. All right. Aiden's going to skate over there to it, back into our corner. He's going to take that around behind our net. Oh, Wesley with it. Wesley again, battling. And they get another one in. That puts your score 3-1 for CPH. Rage are down by 2. 1:17 left in the first period. All right, we got Thomas and Tyler on defense. We have Colton, Jackson, and Declan out there on forwards. We're in our our zone. Good job. Good kick save by Max. Good job, Max. All right, Rage, we got to clear that puck. Let's move it up. There we go. In the neutral zone. Jackson there. Thomas. Good job. Declan's there. So, yep, that was a penalty on CPH. Got Declan in the back. So we're going to be on a power play for the last 32 seconds of this period and then about the first minute of the second period. All right, we're down here in CPH's zone. All right. We're moving to the neutral zone. Addison gets that. She passes to Easton. Easton, we're passing it up the boards. Ben's out there. Addison with it again in the neutral zone. Passes up to, I can't see who that was. Sorry, someone. Oh, Cam. Oh, Cam gets tripped, but that's not a call. Easton puts it back into the corner, and that's the end of the first. Score is 3-1 CPH.
Still have yet to see a battle with a ref one. Doesn't mean we're not going to fight a good fight.
Test train did not recreate his viral
Giving them a little bit longer of a break between periods this time. Normally they only have a minute. I think they gave them 4 minutes this time just because this is a lot bigger ice than these kids are used to. So give them a little more time to rest their legs and breathe. We'll use the whole 4 minutes. That's okay. We'll use about 2.5. Okay. All right. So like I said, so we are on a power play for about the first minute of this period. So let's see if we can make something happen with it. Oh. No goal. That was dog pile on the goalie. Go down there. Down here on the bottom row, like so everybody's in front of you.
So at the very, very bottom, like
Yeah.
where the grass is?
Yeah.
Can I go in front of the Rage?
Yeah.
Okay. Like down there where the Rage and coaches?
No, because those are not our parents. These are our parents. They got on the wrong side.
So we should actually be on this side?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but this is just on the wrong side, so it's okay. Oh, they gave it to us. All right, so that was a goal. All right, they gave us the goal. All right. So now your score is 3-2. So we are only down by 1. And there is 14:43 left in the second. All right. I don't know what we're doing.
You guys trying to do this walk home. Show here.
Oh, don't really give him a
Oh, okay, so he got to come out of the box because we scored. So we're back at 5-on-5 in the neutral zone. CPH has possession, moving it towards our goal. Aiden blocks that. Good job, Aiden. Oh, and it went in. It's all right, Max. Slipped through his 5-hole, I think. All right, so that brings your score 4-2. 14:27 left in the second. All right, we have
I gotta go. Do you want to come with me?
all right, we are trying to move it up through the neutral zone. There's Elijah. Moving up, passes to, oh, that was a good pass. Didn't quite make it in. Thomas is there on defense. Thomas and Artie's over there. CPH still with possession. Moving it through the neutral zone. Good pressure from us. Good job. We're in CPH's zone, and they shoot one in, bar down. All right, so that brings your score 5-2. We are down by 3. 12:54 left in the second. CPH moving through the neutral zone. Goes right around our defense and gets another one in. So that brings your score 6-2. Come on, Max. Get up, bud. Get up, Max. Come on, bud. Shake it off. All right, we're switching out our goalies. Okay, so Noah's going to be in the net now. We've got Wesley and Aiden on defense. We've got Jeremy. All right, Jeremy, Cam, and Ben. All right, we're in CPH's zone. We're up in the corner, up against the boards. Working, trying to get it out. All right, Cam takes a shot. Goalie catches it. Goalie freezes it. Alright, we're moving it back in CPH's zone. We're battling in the neutral zone. CPH takes possession. Wesley's there. And that one went in. Put your score 7-2. 11:38 left in the second. Offside. So.
It's already set, all you have to do is turn the bottom knob to the right.
We're going back and forth. CPH has it, takes a shot, Noah catches it. Alright, face off in our zone. Mikey's there, Artie, Thomas. Noah freezes it again.
We have figured it's good. So, I got a video of when Greenville Rage.
Already battling with Mikey. Wesley. Wesley's going to skate it up. Good job, Wesley. He's got a lot of pressure. He's looking for someone to pass to. Ends up going to CPH. CPH down back into our zone. Tyler and Thomas are there. Good job, Thomas, to get it out. Good job, Noah. Good job, Noah freezes it again. All right, face off again down in our zone. All right, moving it up. Jackson. Jackson's got a lot of pressure. Down in CPH's zone. CPH with it, through the neutral zone. Addison knocks that away, good job. Declan, Colton, offsides, or is that a penalty? Or I think maybe that was icing. I'm not sure, because we're coming back down to this side, so it might be. Okay, we have, looks like Addison and Easton on defense. Jeremy, Cam, and I think Ben are forwards. Addison is the boards. Try to get that out. Cam's skating. All right, Ben's over there. Chips it in to the corner. CPH with possession, moving it through the neutral zone. Offsides. We're in the neutral zone, going back and forth. Jeremy's over there. CPH gets it. Addison knocks that away. Good job, Addison. Easton. CPH. Corner, Cam's over there battling.
Take them both, yeah.
And Easton is going to be in the penalty box. All right, so we're going to be down a player for a minute and a half. We have 8:30 left in the second. Score is 7-2 CPH. All right, we got Elijah, Wesley, Artie, and Mikey out there. Wesley's over there in the corner. Goes around. Wesley's going to try to get it. Elijah's over there. Elijah skating with it. He's going to skate it up. Good job. Mikey there. Mikey took a shot. It went wide. Wesley knocks that away. Artie has it. Skating. CPH knocks that away. Artie again. Chips it back over the blue line. CPH with it. Good job, Elijah. Breaks that up. Good job. All right, we're back behind our net. Elijah. CPH. Bounces off of Wesley. Good job, Wesley. CPH. Takes a shot. Goes wide of the net. Wesley uses the boards. CPH is over there. It gets loose. Come on, Noah. Come on, Noah. Yeah, good job, Noah. All right. Aiden's going to skate to it. Good job, Aiden. Battling at the boards. Good job, Thomas. Thomas chips it up to the neutral zone. CPH with it. Good job, Noah. All right, Declan there. Skating with it. Oh, he doesn't have anybody to pass to. Oh, got players falling. CPH with it. Thomas, CPH again. Oh, bounced in. All right, that brings your score to 8-2. 5:52 left in the second. We got Wesley and Tyler on defense. We got Jackson, Declan, and Colton. Forwards and offsides. All right, so we're down here in our zone. We got Cam at center, Jeremy, Wesley, Tyler. Cam's got it. Cam's skating. Good job, Cam. Take a shot. Oh, goalie saves it. Oh, but we got another one in. Good job. All right, that brings your score to 8-3. Still CPH. Time is 5:26 left in the second. All right. CPH moving through our zone. Cam, skating with it again. He's up against the boards. Oh, gets tripped up. Around behind CPH's net. Skating to it again. CPH gets there. And they have possession, moving through the neutral zone. Wesley, good job, Wesley. Knocks that back in. No icing. Cam's there. Jeremy's there. All right, Cam at the blue line. Oh, tried to pass over to Ben. Didn't quite get there. All right, CPH moving through the neutral zone. Good pressure, good pressure. Good job. Over to Wesley. Wesley takes a shot and went wide of the net. Ooh, they fell. Tyler there trying to keep it in. All right, it's going down in our zone. Addison's trying to get there. Come on, Noah. Oh. Had a little bit of a pile up there. I think everybody's okay. All right, we got Mikey, Artie, Elijah, Addison, and Thomas out there right now. All right, battling in our zone. CPH has it. They're passing. The blue line bounces off of Mikey. Mikey, tried to go up to Artie, went a little far. Now we're back in CPH's zone. Over to Elijah. Elijah to Thomas. Thomas is going to rip it. Oh, bounces off of one of their players. CPH with possession back into our zone. Come on, Noah. Come on, Noah. Noah blocks it. Good job, Noah. Declan, Jackson, Aiden, Wesley. Wesley's going to take it behind our net. Bounce it up the boards. Oh, Declan. Declan has it. Declan skating with it. Come on, Declan. Come on, Declan. Oh, lots of shots. Rebounds. Nothing went in yet. Still down here working against the boards. Pops out. CPH with it. Come on, Wesley. Come on, Noah. All right, CPH knocks it back in our corner. Declan's over there. Oh, we fall, both of them. Trying to get it out. All right, Wesley. Come on, Wesley. Wesley's going to skate it up. Come on, Wesley, pass to Jackson. Try to get it to Jackson. Oh, bounce off the goalie. That was a good shot. Set it up again. Good job, guys. Again. All right, CPH. All right, Aiden skating. Good job, Aiden. All right, Cam. Cam's got it. Come on, Cam. Come on, Cam. I'm not sure what that call was. Oh, that was on a penalty for CPH. I didn't see what it was, though. So we're going to be on a power play for a minute and a half. We have 1:26 left in the second period. Score is 8-3 CPH. All right, we got Cam at center, Jeremy. Oh, Tyler and Thomas on defense. Come on, Noah. Come on, Noah. Yeah, good job, Noah. Good job, son. over to Jeremy. Jeremy's going to move that up through the neutral zone. Sends it deep. Wraps around the boards. Ben's over there. Cam's over there. Chips it over. Thomas. Rip it, Thomas. Thomas rips it. Bounces off the goalie's stick. It was a good shot. Tyler is going to send it. Oh, it went over the net. Just bounced up over the net. That was a close one. All right, again to Thomas. Good job, Thomas. All right, Tyler keeping it in. Oh, Jeremy over in the corner. Cam's over there. Thomas, rip it again, Thomas. Again, deflects off the goalie's stick. Cam's there, Jeremy's there, trying to make something happen. CPH takes it behind their net. Ben's over there. Thomas, good job, Thomas. Rips it again. Goes just wide, bounces around the other side. And that's the end of the second. So, score is 8-3, CPH. All right, we got Mikey at center. We got Elijah. I think Easton and Addison on defense. I can't see who that other winger is. I think it is Artie, maybe.
I would have taken the heat.
All right, Noah took a shot. Noah froze it. Good job, Noah. Face off down in our zone, same lineup out there. Elijah skating up, trying to get it. Mikey's there. Mikey's moving it into their zone, pass to Elijah. Elijah gets it in. Good job. That was a good setup, Greenville. Good job. Nice play. All right, so that brings your score 8-4. Still CPH. 13:54 left in the third. All right, we're battling in the neutral zone. All right, Mikey moving it up again. Oh, didn't quite make it to Elijah that time. Tried to set that up again. CPH takes possession, move it through the neutral zone. Defense is skating back. We got Easton and Addison. All right, CPH. Nope, we've got it back. Elijah over to Mikey. Goes a little wide. CPH bouncing it off the boards. Wesley's out there now. CPH with it. All right, CPH passing it back and forth to their defense. Oh, offsides. I think maybe. I guess that's what that was. Yeah, it was offsides. and Wesley up to, tried to go up to Jackson. That went a little far. That's okay. Went down in CPH's zone. Jackson skating there to it. Good job, Jackson. Pops out. CPH is there. Colton's there. Jackson and Colton up against the boards. Declan's there. All right, CPH gets that. They're going to take it behind their net. Oh, Declan gets tripped up. All right, CPH. Aiden's there. Colton. All right. Jackson passed up to Declan. Got caught in traffic. CPH regains possession back through moving through the neutral zone. So we got Aiden and Wesley. All right. Declan over to Jackson. Jackson. Oh. CPH defense breaks that up. Ben's there. Good job, Ben. He's battling for it. Jeremy's out there. Slashing on CPH. All right, so we're going to be on a power play for a minute and a half. Our score is 8-4 CPH. We have 10:54. Don't know why we're on a running clock. I don't think we should be because we're not down by 5 or more, but I'm not sure what's going on. All right. All right, we got Thomas and Tyler out there on defense. All right, we got Jeremy and Cam and Ben. Oh, Jeremy took a shot, bounced over the players. Jeremy again. Thomas. Oh, we'll try Thomas. That was a hard one. All right, skate, skate, skate. Come on. All right. Tyler breaking that up. Oh, and they got another one in. All right, so that brings your score 9-4. CPH. Have 9:50 left in the third. All right. In the neutral zone, Cam's there. Trying to get that out. Good job, Cam. Easton. Moving it up. Takes a shot, goes wide. Ben's there with Cam. Easton rips it again, bounces off the goalie's stick. All right, CPH. Goes wide. Easton's going to collect that behind our net. Tries to pass up to Cam and Ben. Oh, he fell. CPH gets possession. Easton's there. Good job, Easton. In the neutral zone. CPH has possession. All right, we're back in the neutral zone. Got Addison there. Good job, Noah. So they got another rebound in. Brings your score to 10-4. 8-12 left in the third. All right, Elijah. Moving it up. All right, try to set that up in front of the net again. Chips it back in. Elijah's there. Mikey gets loose. CPH with possession. Wide. Artie, I think. Elijah and Mikey trying to set something up. Wesley and Aiden are on defense. Alright, Elijah in the neutral zone. Mikey offsides. We got Colton, Declan, and Jackson out there, along with Thomas and Tyler. All right, we're battling in the corner. Tyler trying to send that around. Declan. CPH holding it at that blue line. Noah froze it. Good job, Noah. Icing on us, so we're going to go back down to our zone for a face-off. All right, we're going to have Jeremy, Cam, Ben, along with Addison and Easton out there now. Addison trying to move it up. Jeremy's there at the boards. Cam is there. CPH knocks it back in. And they get another one in. It's going to bring your score 11-4. We got 4:46 left in the third. Alright, we're battling up against the boards. Trying to get it out. Battling, battling, battling. Still battling. Alright, gets out. Back over to Jeremy. Jeremy and Cam, they're trying to move it up. Cam with it into CPH's zone. He's got a lot of pressure over there on the boards. Cam's gonna go around, looking for someone to pass to. All right. Addison. Addison's gonna try to knock it back in. Come on, Noah. Come on, Noah. And it went in. That brings your score 12-4. 3:15 left in the third. All right, Elijah. Foley freezes it. Elijah back to Thomas. Thomas back up to Elijah. Elijah and Mikey and Artie. Thomas and Aiden, I think, out there on defense. Still in CPH's zone. Oh, Elijah took a shot, deflected off one of their players, bounced around. It's back in the corner. Elijah's over there, passes to Aiden's going to skate to it. Not sure what that was. Offsides, maybe? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I guess that's what it was. Alright. We've got Declan, Colton, and Jackson out there now with Tyler and Easton, I believe. Alright, Jackson has it. He's moving it up into CPH's zone. Oh, tried to pass over to Declan, didn't quite make it. Colton, not Declan. Down in our zone, up to the neutral zone. CPH has possession. Jackson up to Declan. Tyler. Stop Noah. Alright, and that's going to be the end of the game. Final score, CPH 12, Greenville Rage 4. We will play them again tomorrow morning at 9:45 at the ice station. So, tough game, it's a tough team.